Hey everybody. All right, let's get started. These are the top 10 things that I think you might want to consider when you're starting up your new channel. The first thing, of course, is don't overthink your first video. I did, and it took me 2 whole months to get it put out because I wasn't happy with anything I did. Overthinking it was my worst enemy. I kept on going from making one mistake to another mistake to thinking I corrected the first one, and you know how it goes. And especially if you've already tried doing some videos and you find it just totally frustrating, don't be frustrated. Second most important thing is don't think it's going to be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect. And you know what? You just have to put it out there anyway, because as the experts will all tell you, that your first few videos, nobody's really going to watch much anyway, except for family and friends. And it gives you a few laughs when you look back on them later on. My third item is go online and find videos that are very similar to ones that you want to produce. This will really give you a good basis to look at. So even if it's not the same topic, but it's similar, so if you're baking and somebody else is cooking pasta, it doesn't really matter. See how they react, see how they put things out. A lot of times you'll get ideas on, even if you want to throw in a few memes or memes, whichever way you want to say it, and maybe some stickers, who knows? You can even add music to your video. It depends on how you're feeling and what it is you want to do to make yours unique. And by all means, don't just copycat somebody. That's not going to get you anywhere, but it'll certainly give you a good basis to get started with just by seeing how people behave. Number 4, one thing I found very helpful, every time I ran into a glitch or a problem or an issue, I would just do a search on that particular issue. So if I was using a software I wasn't familiar with, and let's face it, there's a lot of software out there that you can use for editing or creating thumbnails, I went online, I asked my question online, and lo and behold, somebody's already answered that particular situation. So you don't know how to cut or edit a video, just go online and ask, how do you cut or how do you edit a video in such and such a program? And that will help you out. I use CapCut, but I've tried them all. I tried Clipchamp, I tried DaVinci, I've tried a lot of the other ones, and I just found CapCut works for me. So you'll decide on what works for you. Number 5, find video software that you like working with. Take your time with this, because I thought Clipchamp was the way I was going to go, and I did produce a couple of videos on Clipchamp, but there was a lot of things it didn't do for me. I wanted to have my background cut out, because my studio is not just a creative content studio, it's also an art studio. So I cut out my background, and I was finding that very important, because nobody wants to look at the mess of an art studio while they're trying to watch a video about tech products. So that's one thing that I found helpful. And that's why CapCut afforded me the luxury of being able to cut out backgrounds. And also another favorite program of mine was Canva, or is Canva. I use Canva a lot, and I found it because I wanted to make thumbnails that I thought looked great. And I love Canva. It gives you hundreds and hundreds of options to work with. And it doesn't just do thumbnails. I mean, there's so many things Canva does. It's broad. It'll do websites. You can do documents with it. You can do business cards. There's just an unlimited number of things. And their background cutout software is amazing. Number 6, figure out what kind of an investment you want to make in this. Is this something that you're not 100% sure of and you don't want to spend a lot of money? Because a lot of the pros will tell you don't do it. Don't spend a ton of money that you don't need to spend. Figure out if you have a budget, or even mentally, if you just figure, well, I don't want to spend more than X number of dollars a month while I'm getting going. And this is one thing I learned, and I guess, played around with for a while, is finally settling on my cell phone and using a gimbal, because the gimbal has so many great automated features to it. One of them is the face follow feature or body follow feature, where your cell phone, once it's mounted and the program's running, will actually follow you around. You don't have to be turning or looking the other way and saying, oh, gee, I should have looked at this angle or that angle. It does it automatically for you. Number 7 is a good one. Lighting. Overhead lighting is your worst enemy, and I didn't know that when I started out. I know a lot of people say, well, use natural lighting as much as possible. And I would love to do that. And I do have some natural lighting, but I certainly don't have the type of windows where my studio is located that I could say I'm relying only on natural lighting to light my face up. So I invested in a very inexpensive ring light. I think I probably spent under $20 or maybe $20 for it. But if you look on Amazon, you'll find lots of options. And I'll put links below to show you which ones I've actually used or am using for my studio right now. My number 8 advice to you is get free software when you can. Try it out. Even if it's only a 30-day trial period, at least you'll be able to get 1 or 2 videos done and see exactly if that software suits you. I wished I had done that originally because I did quickly sign up to a couple of software companies and found afterwards that my laptop wasn't big enough to hold this and didn't have enough memory in it. So they graciously gave me my money back, which was nice, but don't count on it from everybody. Some people will just enjoy taking your money and that's that. Do it monthly if you can, because I find a monthly subscription. That way I don't feel threatened. I don't feel like, oh, if something happens and I decide to not do this in a year or 2 from now, I haven't put out a lot of money. So that's something to consider. It does cost you more though. So a $19 a month investment is probably like a $10 a month or $15 a month investment if you pay yearly. The choice is obviously yours and you'll do what suits you the best. Number 9. Don't get discouraged. Everybody wants to have monetization in this if you're doing it full time, or even if you're just wanting some extra spending money. Don't let it get discouraging because you may not catch on as quickly as other people. My videos obviously haven't got me monetized yet, but that doesn't mean that I'm discouraged. I'm delivering as many videos as I can. Videos I'm putting out, I feel are important. A lot of my friends have encouraged me a lot because I help them so much with a lot of their techie problems. And I enjoy doing it. So right now, I'm enjoying myself. I do look at analytics. So above all, just keep going. Post those videos. So at some point, you're going to end up getting to where you want to be. And finally, number 10, for heaven's sakes, have fun. Because if you take this too seriously, you'll drive yourself around the bend. I know so many people get frustrated so quickly because they haven't got where they want to be. Don't care. You know what? The way I look at it is we're seniors. We do what we want. So if this is your niche or if this is where you want your life to take you, get started. Do it. Have a lot of fun doing it. So that's my top 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing it for you. Let me know how it goes. Give me a like and a subscribe if you would be so kind. This is Glenn Polson, Tech Savvy for Seniors. I hope you guys have a great day.